guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm reacting to how to attract beautiful women. This is on my homepage and I thought, wow, what a fun video to react to, because I, as the spokesperson for all women today, I will be able to determine if this is Sir Capsulot material or if this is valid advice, I guess they're giving. It looks like they got 6 habits here. I don't know what you can do to attract someone in general, aside from being yourself and being confident and being nice. Maybe being funny, because it helps the conversation. Yeah, being confident. Even if you're nervous, just be confident. Just be like, yeah, I'm nervous. Because even that looks confident, because it's just like, dang, that person just said they're nervous. They didn't even pretend. Why did I give myself confetti again? Okay. Let's just start. Let's just start. See what's going on
Habits that instantly make you more attractive.
Oops, sorry.
We'll do this by breaking down some clips of Jack Harlow, because he has an easy, authentic
funny
style of flirting that many women find extremely attractive.
You made me nervous. You've been making me nervous this whole interview.
Oh, Jack, don't tempt me. I'm a married woman, but I'll leave him.
Oh, don't say that.
Her husband's like, you
Let's
rubbish
start at the beginning
dumpster.
with how to start a conversation.
But that was funny, because
a big
that's
part
exactly
of attraction
what I just
is
said.
confidence, and you can show that confidence in the first 10 seconds of an interaction if you approach without hesitation.
So we did how it feel doing numbers.
The circle.
What's up?
He came in like a hawk.
Jack,
I know.
good to see you.
Most guys know they should approach without hesitating, but they get too nervous, or their mind goes blank, and they can't think of anything to say.
Aw,
so
just
you
say
end up
hi,
circling
my
the venue
name
a few
is
times
so-and-so.
without talking to anyone, or glancing over a bunch of times before you approach, which sabotages your first impression. One thing that helps here is if you have an opening sentence you know you like. This isn't a constraint against being spontaneous. It's a backup plan in case your mind goes
Just say
blank.
hi, my
Here are
name is
Jack's
so-and-so.
2 favorite opening
And be
lines.
genuinely
What's
interested
the
in
best
them.
chat up line?
Oh. Hi.
Was that it?
Undefeated.
Hi.
You know what else is undefeated? Hi, I'm Jack.
Of course, Jack has some
this
big
might
advantages
actually be
over most
valid,
people.
y'all.
He's a rich, famous celebrity, so
This
even
video
says she
might
already
actually be
knows who he
legitimate.
is. But there is a riff on this line that anyone can use to start a conversation, especially at an event where it's possible you know a lot of people, like a house party or local bar. It's, hey, I don't think I've met you yet, I'm Jack, except say your name. Adding the phrase, I don't think I've met you yet, helps your approach feel more natural. It explains why you're introducing yourself so it feels less randomly creepy, and it
I guess
implies
that is
you're
better
social
than,
and
like,
you know a lot of
I
people
spotted
at the
you
venue,
across
at
the
least
room.
enough that they stand out to
I
you
had
as
to
someone who hasn't
approach.
met yet. This is a super easy way to get into conversation, but it won't magically make someone fall in love with you. In fact, even Saweetie doesn't initially show much interest, instead playfully making fun of Jack. Watch how he handles it.
Why are you shaking?
Am I?
Yeah.
Nobody's shaking. Nobody's shaking.
Knowing how to take a joke. I feel like that goes back to confidence,
So
though.
that brings us to habit number 2. If someone teases you, assume they're being playful and take it positively. Some people will hear this advice and think it will
Because that
make
makes you
them
look
weak, but it's
insecure that
actually
you're
having
taking
a
things so
defensive
personally.
response that makes you look reactive and less attractive.
What's something that you really hate about a guy?
When I'm trying.
A defensive response is never good. If you're a woman, let me know if you've ever had this experience where you are politely turning down a guy, because I recognize not all women turn guys down politely, because sometimes, I think because we get approached so much more than guys do in most circumstances, it can almost seem like ants in a line, and eventually you're just like, release me, I can't take another, I can't take another, I just want to shop in Target. So people get rude or whatever. But if you politely turn someone down and said like, oh, I have a boyfriend, or I'm married, or I'm just not interested, or whatever, have you ever had someone come back and be like, well, you're ugly anyway? I feel like that was more like high school, but I've had that happen. Well, it'll be like yelling. I've gotten cursed at, like, and I've been like, I'm scared. As I said, I think I wasn't even allowed to date yet. This is how far back it was. I wasn't even like allowed to date yet. And I said, sorry, no, I'm not interested. And he started cussing me out.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Don't be
on
defensive.
6th Street, and they're like, hey, can I ask you a question?
You?
Oh, that was so rude.
Well, y'all fucking saw.
He would have looked more confident if he had been able to laugh along with her joke.
He doesn't know
if
that-
they said something truly offensive to you, then obviously you don't have to stay playful. But at that point,
Yeah.
don't worry about being attractive to someone
that
who's
was a
genuinely
scary
rude to you.
face.
Better to find someone else to talk
my
to.
gosh.
Okay, so let's get a bit more specific. What does taking a tease positively actually look like? Here's an easy framework you can steal from Jack. Step 1,
The
fake
framework.
defensiveness.
They've got
You
it
say
down to
something
a science.
defensive but with a big smile. This shows that you're actually unfazed. For example, watch how Jack reacts when someone says something that could have been offensive to a lot of rappers at his level.
Here we are, you're nominated tonight. But what I realized is, and I thought you had already won a Grammy before. You haven't. So what would it mean for you to? What would it mean for you though to win a Grammy tonight? Because tonight could be a huge night for you. I mean, it's an honor to be nominated.
Yeah, it mean a lot. You know, maybe when I do this interview next year, you won't be able to say that. So I'll feel good.
Yeah, being able to play it off.
I'm a therapist who goes to therapy, and some people
I feel
think
like
that's
I use that
strange. The thing is,
in just
though,
regular
therapists
everyday
are
life,
human
not even trying to
beings,
like talk
just
to
like
people.
you. If you've been
Just playing stuff off. It's
Step
just
2,
easier to
you
deal
can
with stuff when
playfully
you
tease
play it
them
off
back.
like, thanks. That didn't hurt.
Okay,
Or
you like
thanks.
drama.
Yeah, I'm messy.
I think I'm messy too.
Whatever,
I'm
insert
messy.
whatever it
Thank you
is.
for admitting you are.
Okay, we're about to be done because you don't.
Instead of trying to like figure,
Yeah.
this is what it is.
First thing that happened when I walked over here, you said, you know, you
What
don't
in the
have any
world? What am I doing? What am I doing?
This guy's right into happy.
I'm sorry, but instead of trying to figure out a comeback for something when you're uncomfortable because somebody like hit you or like, oh, that hurt, like I don't have a Grammy or whatever is applicable to your life. But instead of trying to come up with some script, you could just be honest and be like, dang, that one hurt. And just laugh about it. It's always easier. I'm telling you right
Number
now.
3, push-pull. Use a mix of teases and compliments. Push-pull makes conversation with you more fun.
I don't know how
because you're
that
not
makes someone
predictable.
attracted to
Your
you,
teasing
or-
helps people get laughing and
That's
builds
gonna make beautiful
attraction.
women
And
attracted
your
to you, but
compliments make people feel good
helps the
around you and
conversation,
show
I
that your
guess.
teasing doesn't mean you dislike them. For example, watch how Jack breaks the tension in that last conversation.
You've been nominated 3 times.
Yeah.
But you haven't won. It could be a huge night for you. 6 times.
3
3 times
times.
tonight. Come on. 3 times tonight.
You good. You're great.
Thank you.
One thing some men struggle with is complimenting a woman in a way that's not creepy. It's much easier to give a compliment and not come off creepy if you give a compliment that you would give regardless of if you're attracted to the person or not.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow, how you doing?
Y'all know how to make a man smile. That's for sure.
Wow. You just brought a smile to my face, brother.
These are poor
You
examples.
just warmed my soul up.
These are
If you
poor
give someone a
examples. Give a compliment that you would give to everyone. You know how to make me smile. You would not say that to everybody. I feel like giving a compliment to a woman, this is the thing. This is something we don't get very often. Everybody hears, you're beautiful. Oh, you look good today. You're cute. You're da-da-da-da. What's rare is getting the compliments about other things. Like, you have such a nice presence about you. You have a nice smile. You're funny. You have, or I like your energy, whatever it is, a calming one, a vibrant one, like anything, just something about the person. But I feel like you have to be genuinely interested in the person. You can't just be like, obviously attraction is going to be the initial thing, but if you're legitimately trying to talk to somebody, then compliment them on something that you just noticed, like you have good conversation or anything. I don't know. So but the pretty and stuff is just, I don't know.
Especially a physical
Depending how you say it,
compliment,
because
say it like you aren't trying.
if you say you're really beautiful, no, that sounds a little surprised, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You're really beautiful. Thank you. And you're really beautiful. Yeah, looking up and down, that can come off creepy. You can say you're really beautiful in a nice, respectful way, like you're not pressed. Because then that goes back to confidence. I'm not pressed. You could turn me down. You tell me go about my business. But I just let you know you're beautiful and I don't care. I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing for it.
To get anything back for it. The vibe Jack gives off is that he's simply saying what he thinks is true without expecting anything in return for the compliment.
You know, is someone here though that you got your eye on?
Let me see.
I'm right here, Jack.
She was sick. It's like, wait a minute, you
Oh,
just
you're
flipped
beautiful.
right over my head.
I thought you meant somebody on this sheet y'all got right here.
Again, this is helped by his experience saying compliments about people he doesn't have sexual interest in.
Can't even name who was on it.
DeJounte Murray was on there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Take that back.
Oh, nice.
Love me some DeJounte Murray. He's smooth as hell. He's like a jaguar. Love his body. Love how he moves.
Yeah.
Man.
It's the second time you've said that you love somebody's body.
What? You saying I'm showing too much love to
Really
people?
keep it.
In your own life, if you want to practice this skill, make it easy for yourself and start with non-physical
I
compliments.
will say-
And don't force yourself to give compliments you don't mean just to practice.
I will say, I'm just laughing at that clip, but giving compliments more often to people, just like complimenting anything, like they're good at something, or a car, or they did a good job on something, or they got some kind of accolades, or they just accomplished something, or they met a milestone. Getting used to telling people in your life in general something good about themselves, giving flowers, probably will make you feel more comfortable giving women compliments. Then it won't feel like giving a compliment is like putting your eggs in a basket and you won't get your eggs back. It's just a compliment. And I mean, I want you or anything. It's just a compliment. And then it even further makes it look like you're not pressed. You're not pressed.
Practice is, when you do think of something positive about someone, share it with them. That ties closely to another thing that makes Jack attractive. Honesty in situations where a lot of guys would lie.
So, what's your type?
My type?
Mm-hmm.
Dark hair.
You might think he's purposely saying her opposite, but he said this in multiple interviews.
I fully expected him to say you.
Also, did you notice that when he says it, he smiles? There's a playful self-amusement in saying something he knows isn't the answer most guys would give.
That would make me laugh, because I'm just like, dang, he didn't even try to like tell me what I wanted to hear.
What's the most romantic thing you've done for someone?
Bought them a plane ticket?
Was it a private jet?
No.
Oh.
Back
Economy.
58C.
Beautiful women are used to guys who will say anything to try.
I bought a girl a plane ticket. It was 58C. That is freaking hilarious. And it's only hilarious because it's not funny. It's just funny, like, the honesty is refreshing. Me, I'm just gonna speak for everybody. I don't know if this is really applicable, but for me, I'd rather just hear the truth.
So, ironically, you stand out when you don't seem like you're trying hard to impress
because it makes you
them.
look more solid.
Are you constantly overwhelmed with your workload?
As a man, I feel like that's so masculine, like looking solid, secure, like unshaken. I don't have to lie to you. I'm just gonna tell you like
he isn't desperate for a romantic connection. You saw that in that earlier clip where the woman says, "I'm right here, Jack," and it's consistent in his interviews.
Okay, well, I hear that you got a song called Dua Lipa on the album.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you want to go on a date with her?
I'd be open-minded, you know. I just, you know what I really like to do with Dua Lipa?
Yeah.
Oh.
And was that you shooting your shot at Sweetie?
That was me saying hello, but you can't say hello these days, I guess.
You can say hello, but you know it was a nice hello, like a real smooth hello.
I'm a nice person.
Did you ever shoot your shot at Sweetie?
No, that's a friend. That's a friend vibe.
Notice he doesn't say they aren't beautiful. He's not putting them down. He's just not instantly all in. If you show interest in dating someone just because they're attractive, it makes you less attractive. To be attractive, have standards beyond beauty. You'll be more interesting and you'll avoid relationships with people who aren't right for you. One thing that can help you have better dating standards is having other things in your life that you care about. In Jack's case, he's open to dating, but his top priority is music. It's his career and his passion, and he cares more about it than meeting women or partying.
Even when first class goes #1, how do you...
That is the truth. If you're a guy, if you just focus on your career, the more money you get, you're going to attract more women. You just need to be able to weed out which ones are like the ones who care about your money because they want a bag, and the ones who are more concerned about, okay, the trait of ambitiousness and discipline because they're looking for a husband type of guy, and they're looking at that like in a security type of, like, they're not looking at it like, oh, he can buy me trips to Dubai and take me shopping and da-da-da-da, and then I'm gonna dispose of him when I find somebody richer. It's, you just gotta sort out the women who are just like, I actually am just looking for someone where I can go buy my house and have someone who's financially secure, has self-discipline, has ambition, and will be, you know, kind and be a good father figure and a husband and yada yada yada. But the women are gonna come regardless when you start having more money. And go to the gym. A lot of people are so concerned with all this stuff that they're putting on. You could put on a t-shirt and jeans and you will look top tier if you've been going to the gym and taking care of your body. But you could put the same thing on if you've been sloppy and just lazy and everything. You can put the same thing on and it just doesn't give the same anything. Like, anything you put on is going to look better if you've been taking care of your body. So just go to the gym and focus on your career or however you get money, and that alone is going to attract women, and it'll just be your job to sort. It sounds so bad saying sort them out like cattle, but like, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Celebrate. Everybody was like, come on, like, Let's at least do champagne.
And don't be doing too much. I can't stand this like trend of like
Everyone in there took
guys just doing so
some
much,
champagne. I
and
didn't drink,
that's
but
just for me.
I felt good. I'm just head down right now.
This
Yes,
isn't to
keep
say
your
that
head
in
down.
order to be attractive, you have to only care about work. That's not a recipe for happiness. You want a balanced life with friends or family you care about and a career or hobbies you're passionate about. A life you're happy with even if you aren't dating. When you have other things you care about in your life, you won't be desperate to date just anyone. Which, ironic.
And you'll have more to talk about. Like, when you ask somebody, what do you like to do? And they're like, go out to eat and shop and watch Netflix. That's boring. But what if you're like able to say, I'm into fitness. I like to get to the gym. I like to run. I like to hike. I like to bike. I like to whatever. Also, I just started reading this book. I started picking up this skill. I'm trying to teach myself to do this or that. I like to go listen to music or live music places. I play this sport. I go play basketball on the weekends, soccer, tennis, like whatever. Like, you have things to say. That's so much more interesting than like, I had a more like female response, like shopping, eating, Netflix. But y'all know what I'm talking about.
Will make more people want to date you. The second thing that helps you create standards beyond beauty is having options. When you feel like someone is the only person that could possibly make you happy, or worse, perhaps the only person that could possibly like you, it's almost impossible for you to be attractive. If you feel you need them, you can't help but act needy. There
That's
are
true.
a lot of ways to build a life with more dating options. You can work on your appearance, talents,
so crazy
social
how
circle,
different,
social
like,
status, or career,
men and
just to
women
name
have
a
to
few.
operate.
But the fastest way I know of to build a life with options is to develop your charisma. Becoming world-class in most things takes years, sometimes decades. But with charisma, you can massively improve in
Charisma
just a
to me
month
is
or
just
two.
your
Most
presence,
people simply
like,
never try to learn it, or if they do
your
try,
confidence,
they don't know
your
how to do
presence,
it effectively.
your
If you want
ability
the
to,
fastest
like,
way I know of to develop your charisma so you can quickly
mesh
start
with
living
other
life with
people
more
or attract
options,
people
may
to
like
you
our
because of your
Charisma
personality.
University. It's a step-by-step video program that tells you exactly what to do every day so that 30 days from now you
I'm trying to
radiate
sell y'all
confidence and
classes.
charisma. Rather than tell you about the program myself, here are a few things that past members have said.
They're trying to sell classes.
Life-changing. I went from being socially awkward with few friends to the life of every event that I attend. I also went from having serious girl problems to dating the girl of my dreams. Loving the course. I've liked a girl for over a year now, but never thought much of it because I thought she was too pretty. Took your lessons, gave things
Just
a shot,
be
and now we're
confident
dating.
and
Thank
be
you
honest.
so much for this program. After
Charisma
going through
University.
I've made more friends, have higher self-esteem, and can more easily
wonder how
talk to
much
people I
this
don't
is.
know. I've solidified my values, and I know who I am. We guarantee Charisma University.
OMG. I mean, if y'all want to go and sign up for classes, then go right on ahead. I wouldn't. But I would just go watch their free videos and ask your female friends and sisters for advice. But I think this whole video can be summed up to be confident, be sure of yourself, and be like, I would say just be kind, have a sense of humor. Don't be defensive towards people. To me, I don't like all that, like, I gotta have game and having like a whole script and yada yada yada. But that's just me. I prefer someone to just be themselves and kind of just be solid. And just coming in confident, kind, honest. If you're nervous, say you're nervous. If you forgot my name, say I'm so sorry I forgot your name. But there's a smooth way to just be honest and confident and attractive. I think just confidence is going to make you attractive. But I don't know. The title of the video is How to Attract Beautiful Women. And a lot of this is more like once you're already talking to them. I feel like the How to Attract Beautiful Women only took one step. You have to be confident and actually just go approach them. Because, I mean, if they're attracted to you, there's nothing more you can do. If they're not attracted to you, it's not going anywhere anyways. And if they are attracted to you, 9 times out of 10, there's nothing you can really say aside from being like really mean or aggressive or something that's going to turn them off to you. They already know. Most of us already know, like looking at a guy, hearing him talk a little bit, we already know what we want. So, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about this. Let me know if you're going to sign up and be the latest student of Charisma University or not. Anyway, I'll be back in another video. Bye!